Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this month's edition of Centerville Business Today. I'm here with Doug Kershner, who is the Territory Sales Manager at Sleep Outfitters. Doug, good to see you again.
Nice to see you, Mayor.
We had a chance to talk at the Centerville Business Breakfast a couple
Yes,
weeks ago.
thank you so much for that. It was a great event.
Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure.
As we get to hear what's going on here in Centerville and all the upcoming development.
Well, there's always a lot of exciting stuff happening. Well, I'm delighted to be here. Just for Sleep Outfitters, for those of you who don't know, is on Feedwire Road. It is directly across from the new Costco. And I'm very happy to say there's been some press coverage about traffic and stuff here. There's some orange barrels out. Very easy to get here. No problems. I came at the height of rush hour today, and I'd encourage people to come on out. Some of the horror stories are just kind of silly.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, we're here and open for business along with all of our great neighbors.
Well, tell me a little bit about what Sleep Outfitters does. I think I got a sense of it, but what's the business all about?
Well, we're here to help you sleep better. Now, I say that jokingly, but Sleep Outfitters is really here to help you with everything that you need to get a great restful night's sleep. Principally, we're a mattress sales company, but we have everything that you need from headboards, the bed linens, furnishings that you would need for your great night's sleep.
Well, a lot of people, of course, you buy a mattress and you keep it for many, many years. Is there kind of an average length of time that people, that is recommended that a new one be purchased?
Well, we laugh about it a lot of times when people come in because it's not something that you purchase every day. But a lot of people come in and the first question is your mattress old enough to vote? And it's a joke, but it's true because it's something that people think of really a little too long. So usually by the time somebody's walking in the door, they're not feeling comfortable and they're trying to calculate and they think it's 10 years, but it's really more like 18.
Well, I imagine, like everything else, there's a lot of improvements, maybe even technology built into how mattresses are constructed and designed these days.
Well, a lot of changes over the years. For years, if we go way back in the day, they were straw and horse feathers or horsehair and feathers and all types of those type of things. But no, truly, the business has changed a lot from what 18 to 20 years ago was mostly a 9-inch rectangle. So now we've got a lot of different fluffy white rectangles of different materials, different sizes, different comforts, and all of them they're designed technology to help you sleep better, get a more restful night's sleep, but at a price point that fits your wallet.
Well, now I've seen some of them actually have kind of adjusting things for husband and wife, right? You can have different, levels and that sort of thing.
Oh, absolutely. There's always somebody that comes in and says, "I'm not ready for a hospital bed." But truly, when you start to see the benefits of what we call as a power base or a zero gravity device, it allows you to raise your head, raise your feet, take pressure off of your lower back. Ultimately, from the day we're born, we're fighting gravity in the aging process. So the most important thing is to get a great restful night's sleep. And a restful night's sleep is just as important as diet and exercise for healthy living.
Well, and I know you're right, it makes a huge amount of difference if you've slept well, if you've got a mattress that's comfortable where you can just kind of zen out, as opposed to be tossing and turning all the time on something that's too hard or too soft.
Well, absolutely. And, for years, as we age, people are worried about support and getting their spine and their posture alignment. And, we get a few more aches and pains and like that. And so the technology really does play into that. We've traditionally had metal inner springs that cause pressure points that push back against our body. So we've got options now that helps relieve that. We have probably the latest and greatest innovation is hybrid mattress technologies, where we're using memory foam and springs to give you a little bit of a momentum and movement, isolate motion transfer in the bed so we're not disturbing our sleep partner, to taking away that pressure point and then creating a soft or a firm feel, but always giving you the best support to keep your posture great.
Well, I know I travel a lot on business, so spend a lot of time in hotels, and I know it makes a huge amount of difference when you've got a bed that's comfortable versus one that's not. And the same thing obviously carries through for your own home. If you don't have something that's good for you and matched to your needs, it's not very helpful.
Well, and it's really true. As our sleep consultants, as we like to refer to our associates, their job is really to take this sea of 50 white rectangles and pare it down to 2 or 3 appropriate choices for you, because everybody has a different feel. And, you know, people always come in and saying, well, I had the best night's sleep when I was at a hotel. Now, part of that's because you're on vacation and the resorts get it. They understand to invest well into that sleep system. Now, why shouldn't you get that same great investment every night where you're going to be using it all the time?
Yeah, 365 nights a year.
Right.
Yeah. Well, what's your, we talked a little bit before we went on, what's your business philosophy?
Our business philosophy is to make sure that we outservice everybody in the business. So we have to have the right product, the right price, the right feel, but we also have to deliver on time and really outservice that customer so that we keep having people come back. And even though you don't think about frequently making a mattress purchase, in a family, we've got the master bedroom, we move to the guest room, the kids grow and age, and we have to move them up from the crib to their starter bed, to their teenage bed, and then hopefully right on out the door as they move on to college and start their own homes.
Well, now, there's obviously a lot of places someone can go to get a mattress. What would make you stand out?
You're right. There's a field of all the S names, as I say in the business. You know, when you talk about the brands, the Sertas, the Sealys, the Stearns and Fosters. But I think what really makes us stand out is our passion and caring, and making sure that we really fit you for your sleep. A lot of people really sell to the price tag. You know, they sell to the best commission. It's not a great fit for me, and it's not a great fit for you if it doesn't feel right. And that means it's got to feel right comfort, and it's got to feel right for your budget.
Well, it almost sounds like you have individualized treatment when you come in then.
Absolutely. It is an intimate and individual purchase. So typically although a couple might come in to make their purchase, a lot of times the female in the family is kind of driving that household budget and the decision. That's to say that everybody's vote doesn't count, but maybe there's a little bit more strength on that. And so it is a very personal, individualized fit and feel.
Well, now, what's your typical customer? Who's your typical customer?
Well, anybody who sleeps. But
that's probably everybody.
Right. So that's everybody.
Right.
So, but if in all joking aside, if we narrow that down, like I said, it's usually the female from the house who's controlling the household budget. But truly, it is everybody. Everybody needs to sleep.
Well, and I would think, I mean, you're right, with the typical household, with the kids' beds and everything else, you've got a lot of individual needs there that would need to be considered when you're making the purchase.
Well, absolutely, and that's really what our sleep consultant's job is to do, in a series of questions right up front, because usually everybody wants to come in and kick the tires and jump on the new thing or try the new thing, and certainly we want to iron that out. But with a few probing questions and really understanding, are there any health issues or concerns that are going on with you, lifestyle issues? Is it a master bedroom, guest room? How long you want your guests to stay? You don't want them to get too comfortable or they won't leave.
Reminds me of the old story about, what is it, fish and guests after 3 days.
Exactly.
You need to move them out. But
no, you have to think about all of those kind of parameters and then fit your needs.
Right. Well, I mean, that part sounds neat, because you think of a mattress as just, well, you just go buy it, but there's a lot more involved in doing it right.
Exactly. And then once we get you feeling the mattress that's great, because obviously we want to fit within your budget, but we want to fit within your comfort level, then I can always take it and make it one step better. Because you mentioned earlier about, about the articulating mattresses and the his and her controls and the likes. Everybody doesn't always agree on up, down, same firmness and feel. Right. So we can start to combine different parameters and make it work for both people.
Well, I think a lot of times too, you've got one of the partners has a bad back or something like that. So by doing it that way, you can accommodate both needs.
Exactly, and that's really where the technology has come a long way to play. Tempur-Pedic is one of the leading brands out there, and it's the most highly recommended mattress in America. And everybody's seen the commercial from the no motion and all that kind of stuff. But it really is a great night's sleep. And then we compare that with Dormio, who's an exclusive brand that we carry. It's an international brand, but we're the exclusive retailer here in the Midwest. And so we have different needs and different comfort fits for everybody.
So do you carry all the large brands?
All the large brands. Like I said, Stearns & Foster, a great Ohio story. People that are from the area probably remember the factory on the way down to the Reds game in Cincinnati. But Stearns & Foster are still made here in Ohio. And so it's, I always refer to it as grandmother's mattress. It's the mattress that really is 1846. So it's I think the oldest continuing operating mattress company in the country.
Well, now I understand that there are a number of outlets in the area, right?
There are a number of outlets in the area. We have, this was our first location here at the Sugar Creek Plaza, now in Centerville. And we've got Beaver Creek Dayton Mall, Springfield, and we're getting ready to open a new location at the Green to join our Troy and Huber Heights places up north.
Well, I mean, I think that speaks for itself. Obviously, you're expanding because you're successful and people are happy with the product.
Absolutely. Growth has been great for us. You know, like we started as a privately held company. We are still a privately held company from one owner who had a bad experience when she went out to buy the first time in her life. So our typical customer who just didn't have the right treatment. And she said, I'm going to make this process better. And we've lived and worked to keep making it better.
That's fantastic. So you've been here 7 years, you say?
7 years at this location, absolutely.
Well, that's exciting. And you're in a great location. Again, you're right across from the Cornerstone, just south on Feedwire. So that's going to be great.
We couldn't be better located with the traffic that's in front of us and behind us, and we've got a lot of great restaurants around us too, so people come out to eat, and you know what happens after you eat? You get a little sleepy.
You get a little sleepy, and this is the place to come.
This is the place.
Well, now, you probably have sales from time to time that you might want to let people know about?
Oh, like every place, you know, there's always a sale. We happen to do very well in this market over event weekends, and you know, I say retail events. Somebody asked me one time, what do presidents and mattresses have to do with each other? But so everybody needs to sleep. Right?
Right.
But like everybody in retail, we are promotional driven, we're event driven, and so you can imagine around Labor Day, Memorial Day, and the big holidays, we're going to be here with a big sale ready to go.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, you know, I know the company also has a very great attitude in terms of giving back to the community. What's your thought on that?
We really do. We really start out from a little bit of a green initiative that we work with. So one of the things that we do is we don't landfill. So you will see that when we sell you a mattress and we deliver your mattress to you for a small service charge to transport to a recycling center, we'll take away your mattress so you don't have to figure out how to dispose of your old mattress, and we recycle that through a community involvement program with a partner in Nashville. And down to, we've done a big cancer fundraising event with Urban Meyer and the Buckeye Cruise for Cancer. Wow. And you're probably going to see us doing something around town with the Ronald McDonald House. Oh,
that's fantastic. Wow, what a great charity that is. I mean, those are all great events. You know, a company quite properly, hopefully, is, you know, bringing something out of the community in terms of profit. It's wonderful to see a company give back to the local community.
Well, it goes with our business acumen, and it goes with my personal philosophy. You know, businesses are part of the community, and to take from the community, you give back to the community. That's what really makes us a village.
Right. Well, now you basically were raised in this area, right? You're kind of a local person.
I am a local person. I spent a few years away from here, but great to be back in Dayton, and great to see all of the development, growth, and maybe turnaround is the best way to say, because we certainly hear the ups and the downs, but I think it's great to see all of the good things going on in the Dayton area.
Well, there has been a lot of growth and a lot of activity, so that is kind of a pleasant thing. And frankly, you're part of it. I mean, you've got a successful business here, and the company's expanding to other sites. I mean, that's a wonderful thing and a real success story.
Absolutely, and you know, with that means we've got the need to hire a few more people, which just helps contribute.
Well, I wish we had more time to talk. This has just been delightful, and I appreciate you taking the time to meet with us today. And I guess, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap up. But come on out to Sleep Outfitters here on Feedwire Road, and stay tuned next month for next month's edition of Centerville Business Today. Take care.